Libras, hello, hello, my loves. Oh, I'm Gerd. Are you okay? We have the Venom and the Apocalypse, the Vessel and the Village, the Comic and the Creator. You could be on either side of the story. You can be dealing with someone in this energy. Take what resonates, how it resonates for you, and leave the rest. But I just feel like there has been a massive end and it wasn't pretty. Because when you deal with the village, it's never pretty. Because the thing with the village is that nobody wants you to get any bigger than they can. So they want to keep you like right beneath their thumb. And the way that they do that typically is to just spew nasty, spew negative, just like people who can only ever see the world through a lens of what's wrong with it. Just nitpicky. And there are entire groups of people who live in worlds where being better than everyone, whether it's like, well, I'm better than them because I'm super liberal, or I'm better than them because I have values, or like whatever, and that all means something different to each of the people in those scenarios, right? Because one person's sense of value is in complete opposition of other people's sense of value. You know what I mean? Like, so then there's that dynamic that you have to include with that whole scenario there. Because I just feel like there's a lot of nasty. There's a lot of putting people in their place. There's a lot of tearing people down. There's a lot of just nasty endings. And I think when anybody comes out of such a nasty end, and that, I mean, how can that play out? I mean, that could be a divorce. I mean, it's that level of like nasty. It could be, like a business partnership gone wrong. It could be what? I mean, pick your poison, like where's your community that you're experiencing this in? And honestly, as above, so below. If it's happening in one area of your life, it's probably happening in other areas of your life. Because I feel very just, I don't know, at a loss, like when you just sit and you stare at the wall because you just like, you can't, you're so numb. Because the only way to survive that level of trauma is to numb yourself from it. And I'm sending you lots of love and light. I know that that's not an easy energy to deal with. And it's an energy that, if you don't recognize it for what it is, can take over your life. And I just want to encourage you. You're beautiful, you're brilliant, you have intelligence and banter and charm and charisma and all of those things. And try to refocus your energy on your positives, not on your negatives. Even when you feel like there are no positives to pull on, they're there. Find them. Be smart enough to be brilliant. I mean, be brilliant enough to be happy. Be brilliant enough to be happy. Be brilliant enough to figure out what it is that you need to figure out in order to create what it is that you need to create. Libras. All right. Clarifiers. Oops. Okay. Well, the Nine of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Well, I mean, there's definitely, I just feel like there are cuts. There are cuts that are being made, right? I mean, the end of all of the nasty, of all of the limitations, of like everything that prevented you from really going in the directions that you needed to go, cutting it out, laying it to rest. I think that you have made a decision, that there's a new beginning that you're seeking. And I think that there is a sense of showing up broken. Emotionally, mentally. I mean, I don't know. What is it that you're experiencing in your life right now that's ending? Is it an actual relationship? Is it a marriage? Is it something with your family? Is it something with your home? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's heavy. And I feel like you made it out, but because you made a decision. But my God, making that decision felt like it broke you. But I feel like the motivation there is, but if I'm brilliant enough to be happy, it doesn't matter if I'm broken. I can heal. What matters is whether or not I can heal. I feel like you feel that way though. You feel like, no, this is what matters. This is why I have to make this decision. This is why da 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 da. Because it does. It feels like, well, whatever decision it is, because y'all love, 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 love. But decisions are like not your forte. Because you can I just feel like you can hear all sides of the story and you can resonate with all sides of the story and you can da 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 da. And so you can, in the end, not make a judgment. But it's been in your reads for quite some time that there has been this like judgment that needed to be made that you just like you weren't making, or somebody that you were dealing with wasn't making, and it was becoming very, very destructive. And the longer you went not making this decision, the more destructive it became. And I feel like you make it out of the destruction and you're like, you want to make this decision, but you're just not sure if you'll be able to make it in because you're broken. You're just hoping that you can. It's almost like this, I was willing to break. Well, I see a cat crawling through a hole. you know, like, like, like the way that they contort themselves, but like people can't do that. I don't know. I don't know. King of Swords again. Six of Swords, Seven of Wands, Three of Cups, Page of Cups. I just feel like this decision, whatever this decision is for you, I feel like to you it represents like a way out. Like I'll break this, I'll break this vessel that holds all of this poison and all of this venom and all of these restrictions and all of this, keep you under my thumb. If it means that I can see my way out of that energy, if it means that I can rise above it, if it means that I can be healed. I don't know. That's just what's coming through. I don't know what it is, like what that healing is for you, because obviously that's like a very generic thing to say in terms of a general read. You know what I mean? Like, it could be that you actually are seeking, like help of a physician. I don't know. Again, take what resonates, how it resonates, and leave the rest. Five of Cups in the Sun. Yeah, because the lack, the restrictions, the feeling really empty. feeling really stuck, wanting to see your way out, wanting to, like find your joy, find your abundance, find your, like your reason for celebration. Find the question that unlocks the door to your happiness. The warrior. I mean, the warrior is mind your triggers. Who are you mad at and why? But I guess I just kind of want to say to you, Libras, if it has been an energy that you've been really struggling with, just this idea of like being angry all the time and everything makes you mad and complain, complain, complain. I didn't like the way that food tasted. I didn't like the way that person looked. I didn't like that person's outfit. I didn't like that person's opinion. I didn't, you know what I mean? Or you're just like hate, 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 anger, 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 rah, rah, rah. Like if that's the energy that you've existed in. I feel like what you're really going to have to break is almost this like, well, I don't know. It's funny because we were talking today about, we had this person who came in and hung out for a while, and we were talking about restructuring your DNA, like quantum healing, and like what that looks like and like what that means. And I do almost feel like there is this sense of like really needing to just restructure your brain, like rewire your nervous system, you know, like some somatic healing maybe. Like get your nervous system back down into like a functioning level. And maybe that's that sense of brokenness, right? I don't know, Leaps. Sending you lots of love. You've got this. You can do it. You can. I know. Like I feel like anything that I'm going to say right now is not going to like touch like the heart of the energy that this is in right now, and I acknowledge that, and I apologize because I think that you're feeling very triggered right now, and like take a bath, do some belly breathing. Like breathe in, hold until like push your belly out as far as it'll go. Hold it for 3 breaths and then release it. And slow your breathing. Pull yourself down into your body, right? If you want, like, if you're having a hard time getting your mind to still, lay down, do the toe tapping, right? You want to swing your legs all the way out, all the way in, all the way out, all the way in. 100, a set of 100 of those. Get your nervous system like slow it down. And don't worry about how you show up, right? I don't think that's the point. I don't think that's the point. So just belly breathe, calm your energy down, get your nervous system, just like soothe it. Do the what is it, the baby where you lay on your back and you hold your knees, and then you just rock back and forth, right? Just like slow your nerve. And yes, you might feel silly doing it, but who gives a fuck? What you're doing is you're taking care of yourself. You're slowing your energy down. You're calming yourself down. Whatever it is that you're going through right now, your nervous system is a wreck. And I want to do like just breathe, just do some toe tapping, do some somatic exercises. Calm your nervous system. You're going to be okay. It doesn't matter how you show up. Everything's going to be fine. You are brilliant enough to be happy, right? Okay. I love you so much, Libras. I hope that whatever it is that you're going through, you make it through with copious amounts of speed. That this is a short-lived energy. Because I hate that you feel this way right now. Sending you hugs, deep breaths. Everything's okay. All right. I love you so much. Thank you for spending some time with me. Thank you for sharing this energy with me. If this video did resonate with you, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all again soon. Bye.